Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing my newborn essentials. Now, there are so many baby products on the market, so it's kind of hard to decipher what you need, what you don't need. This is going a little bit beyond like the essentials. Like obviously you need a place for your baby to sleep, you need clothes for your baby, you need diapers for your baby, somewhere to change them, you need all that essential stuff. So this video is just kind of to show some other products that maybe you didn't think of or that maybe you are on the fence about getting, and why I think that these are important baby essentials. It can definitely be overwhelming shopping for baby products. I remember the first time my husband and I went into buybuy BABY and like, oh my gosh, so much stuff available. Like I said, there are just so many baby products on the market. The baby industry is a multi-million-dollar industry. So what do you actually need? I am doing this video in collaboration with a friend of mine here on YouTube and on Instagram. Her name is Brittany and her channel name is According to Brittany. She is also doing a baby essential video. It's an update to her previous baby essential video, which is excellent. So I definitely recommend checking out both. And she does motherhood, lifestyle, and DIY videos on her channel, sharing all the mom tips as well. So if you like my content, I know you will like her content as well. So go over and check out her channel. And she is also a mom to 2 under 2. So I think being a mom to 2 under 3 is hard. I think the 2 under 2 moms deserve some type of award. I don't know, I'm so hard. It's definitely, being a mom is just hard in general. Being a parent is hard. It is the biggest roller coaster I've ever been on. I love every minute of it, but there's no doubt about it that it's hard. So I'm gonna share with you 10 or 11 newborn essentials. The first 2 are actually apps on your phone. So the first one is called Wonder Weeks. And Wonder Weeks is actually like a book, which I personally never read. I only have the app and I've read about it and heard about it through that. It is a $4 app and it is worth every penny. Basically, your baby's brain grows in spurts. So they, you know, go for a certain amount of time and then for like a couple weeks, they're having like a big brain growth. During that time, your baby can be extremely fussy and they're also learning a whole bunch of new skills. So the Wonder Weeks app, you put in your baby's due date and it tells you when to expect these leaps. So it tells you what you can expect during the leaps, and it's just super helpful to like have a reason as to why your baby's being so much more fussy. And it's just because there's so much going on in their little world and they're just having trouble coping with it, you know, experiencing all those new things. So the Wonder Weeks app is really helpful. The second app that I recommend is some type of tracker app. I used Baby Tracker with Hayden when he was a baby, and this time I am using the Huckleberry app. And the reason why I like the Huckleberry app is because it will give you a sweet spot for your baby's next nap. So wake times are really important with newborns, with infants. It gives you the ideal time to put your baby down for their next nap, and that takes a lot of like the clock math away. It's just like, what time did my baby get up? You just put in like what time your baby went to sleep, what time your baby went up, and it's gonna give you the next time that your baby should go for a nap.
So the Huckleberry app can track sleep, feeding, diaper changes, pumping, medicine, growth, temperature, and it just keeps it all in the app for you. It's really neat because like for pumping, it can keep what inventory you have. So when you use some from your stash, it tracks that. And then for sleep, you can see like how long they've been currently sleeping or how long ago they got up. With feeding, when was the last feed? And the diaper changes, you can track how many diaper changes are happening in a day. Since I originally filmed this, the sweet spot option in the app has gone to like a paid version, which I think it's like $6 a month, which is a little pricey. It is super handy if you do want to go with it, but unfortunately this is now a paid part of the app. But tracking your baby's sleep and feeds and diapers is still super informative. It also graphs everything for you, which I always find interesting to know like how much of my day is spent feeding my baby. You know, it makes you feel better when it's 3 hours of your day, and you look around your house and like, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I didn't get anything done today.
And that is just really helpful, just because, yeah, for me, every time I'm just like, okay, so they need to be, I'd look at the clock and I'm just like, okay, so 75 minutes from right now is, and it's just like that clock math that you don't want to be doing, and the app can do it for you. And it also gives you like the sweet spot to put your baby down to bed. And you can put in whether you're doing like 4 naps a day or 5 naps a day. You know, is your baby taking cat naps, then it might be more like 5 naps a day. Just things like that. So those 2 apps I found very helpful in the newborn stage. The next thing on my list is not a product or anything, but just some advice. And my advice would be to ask for help if you need it. The people that are around you, even your spouse, maybe like older siblings, they can't read your mind. So ask them for help, tell them what you would like them to do. My husband says this time and time again, just like, I sometimes don't know what exactly would help, so just tell me. Sometimes it's just as simple as that, like, can you vacuum this? Can you do those dishes over there so like it's ready for the next time you need them? Just things like that. If you have family members around you, ask them for help. Go outside, get yourself a walk, some fresh air, maybe some time away from your baby if you feel like you need it. Being a mom is hard. Ask for help. Okay, getting into actual products. The first product that I want to talk about, and this is like, so number 4 on my list, is white noise. I saw in a Facebook group recently that like somebody had like a 2-week-old baby and they were just wondering about sleep and like, would white noise help? And I thought this was like just something that everybody knew, but like white noise is going to help your baby sleep. Absolutely. They say that in the womb, it was like as loud as a vacuum cleaner. Your body, the noise that it's making, the heartbeat that your baby hears, the blood pumping through your body, it was all a noise and a comfort to your baby. So now that they are out in the world, they don't have any of that. So when they're trying to sleep, that white noise is going to help soothe them. And I like the Hatch Baby. The reason that I like the Hatch Baby is because it has Bluetooth technology. So if I'm not in the room, I can turn up the baby's white noise. And that is one of the tips on taking care of babies, that like if your baby's fussing, try turning up the white noise a bit. But hey, you don't want your baby to see you, so I can do it through my phone, just turn that white noise up a bit. I'll put like a screenshot up on the screen of just like some of the different things that the Hatch Baby does. It does 9 different sounds. There's like no noise, just like forest, rain. So the ones that we use the most are the rain and the static noise. And then there's like birds chirping, so you could change that to like a morning sound. And then there's 3 lullabies at the bottom. So it's just like Rockabye Baby, Twinkle Twinkle. So just like some soothing sounds. And then it has the capability to do all these different colors as well. And I've always found that when my babies are fussy, if I like do like a color, you know, they might just snap out of it. They might just stare at the light for a bit. So it's just like a general, just like really good product to have. But yes, white noise for your baby is essential. And then as your baby gets older, we actually have a Hatch in my toddler's room as well. We change it to yellow when he's allowed to get up for the day. So it's definitely a product that is going to grow with you. And you can set schedules, so you can set it to like start doing lullabies when it's time to get your baby ready for bed. So let's say your baby goes to bed at 7:30 every day. You can set it to turn on at 7:30 every day and start doing lullabies. And then, you know, when you go to bed, you can change it to white noise. The next thing on my list is a baby wrap, a baby carrier, some way to wear your baby. And this is really helpful as a second-time mom, just because, you know, you can't always just sit with your baby, have them sleep on you as much as you would like as a second-time mom, because you have another little human to look after. But even as a first-time mom, sometimes babies just want to be held and they get heavy. So we actually have 4 baby carriers. I don't think that that's necessary, but you begin to think that like, oh, this baby carrier is gonna solve all your problems. But they're just different. Baby carriers are good for like different ages, different situations. So a stretch wrap is really nice for when your baby is little and a newborn. It's not my favorite. I don't love the wrapping it and then like taking it off. what I really recommend is two from Ergobaby. So we have the Ergobaby Embrace. We got that for Ashton this time around, and it's just like a really soft carrier, but still easy to put on. So it reminds me of a stretch wrap, but it's not. And it's something that my husband will wear as well, just because it's easy. It's black, it's neutral. So we really like that one. The baby can outward face in it as well. And being that it's Ergobaby, I know that it is ergonomically correct for my baby. So the Ergobaby carriers are so good for baby's hips and just really structured to also keep mom or dad's back in mind as well. We also have the Ergobaby 360, which would also be a really good option that is going to work from newborn till when they're older. Basically, if you're shopping and you only want to buy one, I would definitely look into the Ergobaby Embrace or the Ergobaby 360, because both of them have the capability to go from newborn until they're older, and baby can forward face. Because once baby gets to be about 4 months, 5 months, they might not want to face in anymore, and they might want to face out. The next thing on my list is not a baby product, but it has saved us this time around. Since Ashton was 2 months old and he hit that second leap, Wonder Weeks, he was so fussy. I couldn't get him to sleep until I was like, babe, husband, can you please bring me up our exercise ball from the gym downstairs? And we had like a big exercise ball that I would sit on, and I would bounce Ashton in it, and it would soothe him and he would fall asleep. I continued to use it after that leap was done, and I swear he would fall asleep in 100 bounces, which is what, like a minute and a half. It's gotten a little bit harder as he's now like 4 months and stuff, but it's something I literally still use every day, every nap, every nighttime. He likes it way better than the rocking chair. And I remember with Hayden, I used to rock in that rocking chair for like a half an hour and he would still not fall asleep. So there's something about this exercise ball, just the motion of it going up and down. Another tip is, like, if their head is like right here, to honestly just let it flop a bit, and like safely, don't shake your baby. Just a little bit of a floppy head is actually going to help your baby fall asleep. The next thing on my list is the Nose Frida, something to clear your baby's nose, along with saline drops. So you might just think that you just need this, and this is gonna help you clear your baby's nose. But actually using a salt water saline drop, so to put a little bit of this in their nose and then clear their nose, it's going to be much easier. It's basically just gonna loosen all of the mucus and all of the boogers so you can suck them out. So these look like this. They're not single use, so you can actually put the cap back on. But yeah, you just put a little bit in their nose, let it like sit for a little bit, and then use this, and everything will loosen and come out much easier. And this isn't something that you just use like when baby is sick. Basically, you know, they have such small nasal passages that sometimes they just get blocked, and doing this, I like to do it daily or every second day to just make sure that he is breathing fine, and that's not a reason that he's fussy. There's so many variables with babies, right? Trying to get them to sleep, why aren't they sleeping through the night, something like that. I wouldn't want it to be something as simple as this. That's why I like to keep up on it, do it daily or every second day. The next thing on my list is a seat, the Baby Bjorn Bouncer, and Ashton is actually in it right next to me right now. Ashton is 4 months old now. Hi, baby. Hi, Ashton. Yeah, basically, you want something to put your baby down in. For Hayden, he really liked his swing. We had a Ingenuity swing that he really liked. Ashton does not like a swing. We bought the same swing, he didn't like it, so I took it back. I borrowed this Baby Bjorn seat from a friend, and I'm so thankful because he loves it. It's so easy to move from room to room. We set it next to us when we're eating dinner, and he is content in it. It's the thing he is content in the most. So basically my advice is maybe not exactly this baby bouncer, maybe something different, but find something that your baby is content in. Try borrowing something from a friend or buying on Marketplace. I actually bought the 4Mums swing as well after I took back that first swing on Marketplace, and I know that I'm going to be able to get the exact same amount that I paid for it. So buying secondhand is a good tip because usually baby products do have a good resale value, so you can often get what you paid or close. But even if you buy new, like I said, they have a good resale value, so you're gonna be able to sell it for something. Ashton has really loved the Baby Bjorn bouncer. I love that it's portable and we can even bring it to like my parents' house when we visit them and stuff, so it is a really good option. My next product is the Swaddle Up Swaddle by Love to Dream. I had these for both my babies. We went out and bought this when Hayden was 2 or 3 days old because we could not put him down. Could not put him down. He didn't like being swaddled in a regular swaddle. So we went out and bought this and we could put him down. He could have a nap in this, no problem. Ashton really liked this for naps as well. Neither of my babies could do long stretches in this. I have no idea why. A lot of people do have success having their baby do long stretches in the Swaddle Up. I have friends that have bought it because I've talked about it and said that like, oh my God, they love it. Their baby's sleeping 7 hours, blah, blah, blah. Every baby is different. Every baby's gonna like something different, and it's about finding what works for them and what works for you. So I've always loved these for naps. They're so easy to put on with the zipper. And they zip from the bottom as well for diaper changes. So when the baby is like really newborn, this is a great option. Their arms actually go up in it. It stops that Moro reflex. So if they startle themselves, there's something to push back on. They're not gonna wake up, but they can actually soothe themselves. So their little hand goes in here and they can put it like by their mouth. And that's why this product is so popular and babies love it. My other swaddle recommendation is the Halo Newborn Swaddle. So it is a sleep sack with the capability of wings to swaddle your baby's arms down. And this one can grow with you a bit. If you buy it in a size small, if like that's your baby's weight range, you can also use it to transition them out of a swaddle because it has the armholes and you can still swaddle their body. So you can have that tightness around their body and their arms free. So it's just like a really good transition to start unswaddling your baby. But it's a really good one for when they're a newborn because it does keep their arms down and tight, and I've always had success with that for long stretches of sleep. Next thing on my list is onesies that have the crossover front. So a lot of onesies, you know, go over the baby's head, and I don't know about you guys, but I hate getting a baby dress. It's so hard. The sleepers are great because you lay them on top of it and you can like get them dressed that way, but anything that goes over their head is so difficult. What I like about these onesies is you just can lay baby down, and then it's similar to putting on like a sleeper, and everything, you know, folds over the front and you do the snaps up and then they're dressed. So nothing over the head. The ones that I have, I've gotten from H&M. A lot of stores seem to only do them for like the newborn sizes, but H&M does them all the way up till 9 months. So I will link those below as well as any other products that I've talked about that I can find a link for. And the last thing on my list is a manual pump with a Haakaa, or just the Haakaa. So if you have to only go with one, I would get the Haakaa for those newborn days where you're feeding on one side. You can put this on the other side to collect a little bit of milk so that your spouse can feed the baby as well with a bottle. Maybe get the baby used to a bottle around like that week or 2 week mark. The Haakaa just on the other side will help collect that letdown. The Haakaa is also really good to relieve engorgement. So when you first start breastfeeding and you feel like really, really full, sometimes it can be a little bit painful. So the Haakaa is great to release that pressure. What I like about a manual pump with a Haakaa is it's hands-free on one side. So you can put the Haakaa on. Basically, you just like put this down, let the air out, put this on the breast, and release, and it's gonna suction on. So you can have this suctioned on, and then you can do the manual pump on the other side, and this is gonna get the letdown going, and then you're gonna collect milk on both sides. I don't think an electro pump is 100% necessary unless, you know, you are going back to work right away or you are exclusively pumping. The manual pump and Haakaa is a really great option. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. You can subscribe to my channel for more motherhood lifestyle tips. I also do some family vlogs and just share our everyday life. And don't forget to check out Brittany's channel and her baby essential video. I will have it linked in the description below. And tell her that I sent you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.